Welcome! I am the Moonshin King of the century. Yummy to me. I heard an intruder in my crowd. This is a different video. A long time coming, perhaps. Hate comments of the century! This video is me going through some of my past comments and rereading some comments that haven't been so positive, and I've got a few that come to mind. Not overwhelmingly negative, but I have had a few very sharp tools in my side from various people. But now I shall give them the attention that they craved. So thirsty, so hungry for power and passion and yummy cinnamon cylinders. So I won't be able to go and find them all because it's difficult to do that without going through all of your individual videos, and I've put up a lot of videos, so it won't be possible to, go and look for the needles in the haystack, so to say. But I will find some, and we will analyze these crimes, shall we, to me. What did I do to deserve my death of me? Where am I going? Where have I arrived? So, this first one was on one of my very first videos, actually. The Birds of Prey teaser trailer #1 reaction. Oh God! An anonymous has found me. And that was back when I had my anonymous mask, my V for Vendetta mask. I missed that mask. Maybe I should reinvent it on my channel. But iconic is that mask. It was made famous by the movie V for Vendetta, but that was a movie adaptation of the graphic novel, and it's a very iconic look, and it was adapted by this group called Anonymous, who do very creepy things on the internet or elsewhere. They hack and they deliver messages of great crimes. And am I a part of that group? Well, I can neither confirm nor deny. But if I ever was, clearly I left the organization because now I have a new look and a new mantra of diversity and virtue. Thank you to you. Okay, I didn't really consider that last one a hate comment. That was just an observation of the highest order. But this one is officially my first hate comment on this channel. And it is actually, ironically, on one of my most popular videos ever. It was the first time I ever reacted to Bobby Metal, Road of Resistance. My first experience with them, live in Japan. That one had no copyright issues, as I recall, because it was on the YouTube channel, or it was from a DVD, but it was officially recognized or available. But that had 4,000 views, and it's still my second most watched video ever. My first was by One OK Rock, another Japanese group, but a rock band. I never reached those highs again, sadly. Well, recently I did pretty good with the Floor Jansen Hank Port video. That's my number 4 most watched video ever. So I'm making something out of you. But I got a comment 8 months ago, this was. How time flies to me! 8 months ago by Kevin Hughes. He said to me, I refuse to watch someone who hides behind a mask. I don't watch the guy with a scarf reacting to Bobby Metal either. Grow a pair, lose the mask, and then I'll care about your opinion/reaction. Now, without reading what I replied to him, my initial reaction is, I don't watch the guy with a scarf reacting either. So I had a mask and a scarf, but the scarf wasn't covering my face like it does now. Well, this technically isn't a scarf, but if you were to call it a scarf, I would have no issue. This is a scarf, but I had a mask back then, like a solid, the V mask. Not sure what they're made of, plastic, but the point is, it's just an odd comment to bring up the scarf when it's the mask covering my face and the scarf is just around my neck. But grow a pair, lose the mask, and then I'll care about your opinion/reaction. I don't know why you need to see someone's face to care about their opinion on something, but you know, if you are not willing to look at someone's face to me, wait, that makes no sense. If you are not willing to appreciate someone's opinion on music that you love, on a band that you love, without seeing their face, then that's fine by me. That's your choice to you. And, you know, it's not ideal for many, and even for me, it's not what I wanted from the beginning. But it's something I felt I had to do. It wasn't like I really want to cover my face and make videos. I really would like that, instead of just being more open with, more exposed. But it has been 8 months now, and it seems that I therefore never grew a pair of eyeballs after all. But anyway, let's see what I put. That does beg the question, doesn't it? What is it that I'm hiding from? The boogeyman? The government? The Loch Ness Monster? Godzilla? My grandmother's wrath and barbecue breath? Would you watch the guy with a scarf reacting to anybody else? Or is it just Bobby Metal in particular that is out of bounds? Is there something about scarves that offend you? Or just the guy with a scarf? How do you know I'm not a girl? Unless you actually mean a pair of ... In which case you may keep those for sure! But regardless, I am sorry to hear of your hesitant appreciation and apparent disinterest in my views, though they are unlikely to change the world anyhow, so you'll probably not be missing out on much. And I got some other comments, some replies to that. His comment got 2 likes, mine got 10. That was quite a paragraph I put. Watcher2554 said, come on, Dave Durbin is a nice guy. Lol. Lolly on leg, I have learned to realize the meaning. Who is Dave Durbin? I think I remember at the time I didn't know who that was. And I think I googled it. And I think it might have been a YouTuber. I don't remember. Should I be bothered now? Never in a million years. Wayne Darlam said, great answer to me. Martin Metal, so not seen Batman yet. And Sue doing Megitsune, come to think of it. So I'm assuming he's referring to his complaint about a mask. And he's saying, You haven't seen Batman yet. So you refuse to watch Batman. Sue doing Megitsune. I don't remember Megitsune, but I think I have reacted to it. And I'm assuming Sue wears a mask there. And I think he's pointing out some irony or some hypocrisy, possibly, to you. For you, for sure. Shush it, says Al. All hail Odin, the god of knowledge. He's V for Vendetta, fool. Lolly on leg. So I did have some backup in that crime. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, go. I got a comment by Justin Scrivener 4 months ago on my Stone Roses I Wanna Be Adored video. That got almost 800 views now, and I don't think I realized at the time, or maybe I did. I haven't done much Stone Roses after that. I might have done one more. I really should have done more. I don't know why I didn't, since I did really well. But someone wrote, Justin Scrivener, dork. Just dork. And I said, oh, welcome Justin, extraordinary scenes, for sure! Smiley face. Well, am I a dork? Give it a thumbs up if true, and give it a thumbs up if not. Thank you to me. So I got a comment on my Oasis Cast No Shadow back in February. How is it a reaction if we can't see your face? Well, this is by a spaceman. And if you are a spaceman, you will know there is more than one dimension in this universe. There is the cackle, the squirrel, and the unicorn. My voice, my commentary is a reaction! What about people who have no face? You are discriminatory against them. Wow to me. Wow for sure. I think people are all about looks these days, and less about the quality of your heart and your brain and your nostrils. What I replied to him 8 months ago was, I have no clue, but I have a lot of people who want to see more. That's for sure. And someone called Destroyer told me, because he's British and he's pretending to never have heard of Oasis, it would be obvious if the mask was off. What would be... Oh wait, I'll read my comment, because I'll just repeat myself. And I replied to that guy, D. I didn't claim to have never heard of Oasis before. This is my first time listening to this particular song. What did I call this? First time listening, yes. Oasis Cast No Shadow, first time listening live. And regardless, in the video, I even say in all my Oasis videos that I've heard Oasis before, but only the big hits. You know, Wonderwall. That's all I can even think of right now. There was the one with a woman in the name. Don't Look Back in Anger. I've heard those two, and that's maybe another one, but those two are the ones that I've mainly heard. And I say that in the video. But anyway, I didn't claim to have never heard Oasis before. This is my first time listening to this particular song. Oh yes, there was... Sometimes I do make mistakes, but... for example, recently I reacted to Phantom of the Opera by Henk and Flo Jansen. And I said I had never heard Phantom of the Opera before, when in reality I had actually reacted to the Nightwish version of Phantom of the Opera, but not with Flo. It was with the other lady, I forgot her name, Tarja, I believe. And ironically, the song that they were singing, Flo and Jans and Henk on the Netherlands show Beste Zangas, was actually the Nightwish version of that song. And I said I never heard that song, and Anne pointed out that I had actually, she thought I had reacted to it, and I had, and I completely forgot that I reacted to it. I think it was only like a month ago, but that's a bit different because I react to a lot, and I've reacted to a lot of Nightwish. And it wasn't the original version of Phantom of the Opera. So when I said I never heard of it, I probably imagined in my brain the classic mask and the stage, theater or movie. The original or based on the original story. So, but I completely forgot about the Nightwish version. But this is different. He's claiming I said I never heard of Oasis before, and that's not true. I never said that. I said I never heard of anything other than those 2 or 3 hits that everyone knows in the mainstream. I said, I'm not actually British, I've been living here a while. The only songs from Oasis I know before are a couple of their popular ones, Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, and that's it. I can't name anymore. And that's the same all these months later. I can't even remember what this video was. Cast No Shadow, I even said it, but I wouldn't have remembered it unless I looked up. So, there is deceit, and there is destruction, and there is great, great power. And who can you trust? You can't trust me. I am a joker, I am a deceptor of the Dooku, and I am a staff of the spire of the tree. But mostly I do what I do to the best of my do. And I don't understand me, so it's no wonder you don't understand you to me. And I oblige, and I can say that everything is here for a reason, unless you are not here for any reason. But to find a reason and you might just survive.
So here's one from my 5th most popular video ever. Ninja Isu Heartless Cat, first time hearing. Shut up and listen to it was quite a popular video. A popular comment. 10 likes on that by Tugarashi Ichimi. In terms of likes and dislikes, 37 likes, 14 dislikes on that video. So still majority liked it. But in terms of the comments, that one did the best. And let's see my response. Well, welcome, Togarashi. Go order elsewhere. Haha, just a little brat, said Togarashi. And someone called Nick Koala, who I'm not familiar with, but they chose to be valorous and genuous and taught to us. And they said the brat is right. So I don't know if he was referring to himself as a little brat, or if he was referring to me as such, but I think the gist of that comment was that I was talking too much. Let me just... Actually, you know what? You want to do it. This is a comment that came up a few times. Maybe 2 or 3 times, and other videos too. But it's hard to make a balance between talking and speaking and talking and... No, wait. Talking and listening. Or just watching, because... people complain. Obviously, I have no face. But then I can't just sit here like that all the way through the video, because I feel I need to compensate a little. They have no facial reaction, so I should give more of a commentary reaction. More verbal. I don't remember in this video if I paused it. Or a video game. I think back then I didn't pause as much when I spoke. I spoke over as I watched the music. That seems more natural to do, not pausing and, you know, starting again. You just give your views as they appear in your brain as you're watching. But then I understand why you do that. It's more difficult to actually properly listen to everything that's going on and appreciate it in detail because you're talking over it. But at the same time, I've had people complain because I pause the video. I've seen people complain because I don't pause the video and speak. So it's hard to please everyone, and it's hard to make a balance. But it was definitely easier to just play it all the way through without stopping, and therefore it's easier to edit back then, because that was done on my phone, I believe. A lot of my videos, I think, were edited on my phone, so I could upload easier. I think that was done on the Movie Maker, or the iMovie, I mean, on the iPhone. But if you can't pause it if you do it on the phone, because I used to download the video, and then that's it. You just insert the video when you press play, and then it merges very well. But so that was one reason I didn't want to pause it, so that I could edit it quicker. Nowadays I pause, so that I don't talk a lot over it while it's playing. But I still get people complain that I pause too much. And I suppose I do. I suppose I do pause a bit too much. But I'm not actually pausing deliberately in order to get as many pauses as possible. I just pause when something comes to mind and then I speak. And why not to me? I'll try not to too much, I suppose. But this guy was very rude for you. Shut up and listen to it. I always get the impression people just want me out of the way. They come for the music. They're not actually that interested in the reactor. Because the whole point of having a channel is to be more of you in the video. And if people are just coming here to watch the music, and they might as well just watch the music video. They might as well just watch the original upload. Why bother with me? I might as well just sit here. This is what they want me to do. All the way through. That's basically the impression I have received from a few people. Here's another comment on the same video. Heartless Scat. Isn't the point of a reaction video to see your reaction? Kind of hard to see your reaction when you look like an old western bank robber. Ho 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 ho! First of all, I don't remember seeing any of those back in that period. I was around back then, and my memory escapes me sometimes, I admit, but I don't remember seeing anyone else who looked like you or me. But I wouldn't call that a hate. But you know, I thought that comment was quite funny, actually. I think I recall laughing at it at the time. Honestly, ones like that annoy me more. Shut up and listen to it. Ones like this, I find quite humorous. So, bank robbers were surely stylish guys if they looked anything like my crimes. That's all I can say. To me! To me! To me! To me! On my Sound of Silence, The Disturbed, I got a comment from Kunra Vong. No. Full stop. That's it. Just no. And I said, yes to me! Yes to me! Who are you to say no to me? Now here's one I received on my, quite recently, Flo Jansen, Henk Port, Phantom of the Opera reaction. Can't give a like when someone comments in disguise, says Jerry Van Loon. What is it about the comment? Are the comments not valid just because someone covers their face? I don't understand. Do I mean nothing to you because I have no face? Are my words worthless? Do I have no meaning? No meaning! Same video by Ryan Keefe. He said to me, I just don't get this channel. I want to see a reactor's face when they react. I'm not gonna dislike, but I can't like a reaction that I can't see. And I'm not gonna come back for more. Well, I thought that was fair enough to you, honestly. So I've gotten some very rude comments, and this one was, I thought, it was fine, you know. People have their own things they're looking for. People have their own paths. And he was at least polite about it, unlike some that I have, that we'll get to, I suspect. And I appreciate the lack of the diss for you. You can't like a reaction you can't see. Can you not hear me? I am trying my best so you hear me. Well, my terrible audio probably doesn't help, I will admit to me. And I didn't think it necessary to leave a response. Oh wait, there were replies to that. Robert Rejekers. It's almost as bad as the reactor. Re-uploading videos while putting an overlay of some digital animal, can't remember which, supposedly reacting. I actually saw that one of those videos. There was some really, like a CGI kind of weird creature instead of someone's body. I feel they just put that cartoon character on top of themselves, so you couldn't see their face, you just saw like this bunny or something. I came across it while looking for where my video ranked. I searched it, but I think it was a Bobby Metal video, or it might have been Nightwish, or both even. And I thought it was so bizarre. But the weird thing was, that wasn't the only... They actually did show their face on the channel in other videos, but for that video they didn't. So that was confusing. But I actually thought it was quite creative too, and unique. And I certainly wouldn't, you know, hurl abuse at them or dislike or anything like that. It's just a new, different way of doing it. Why should everything be the same, you know? But I thought it was interesting, and I can understand why people wouldn't like it though. But I wouldn't really go out of my way to complain about it. That's the thing to me. Claw Carver said, to be fair, in his early reaction videos, you could see his face. It was very impassive, mask-like even, so you're not missing much. Well, that is true. My face is very impassive and mask-like, so you wouldn't be missing much, I can tell you. But actually, people would prefer my dull, boring face rather than my extravagant and extreme energy and passion and humility. But instead, people would rather have a blank slate watching something still for 10 minutes and not say anything. But I will say, Claw Carver, I believe you are being ironic. I believe you are pulling a joke, because he's not actually referring to my real face, if I had one, because I've not put that out there. What I think he is meaning is my V for Vendetta mask. He is trying to insinuate that is my actual face. Maybe I should make a return with that face, because I quite liked it. It looks good, I would say. I think it would look good in my new camera, and I think it would stand out in the thumbnails again. But that was a good comment, Claw Carver. I see what you did there, for sure. This person, however, was quite, let's see, Sylvia Vonk. You're really irritating with that continue talking and stopping the video. And that's what I was referring to. Now I decide to stop the video and talk, and people complain. And when before I didn't stop the video and I talk over it, people complain. People just want you to have a blank face and just sit there. Well, they don't want you to have a blank face, but a lot of reactors do just have a blank face and give little reaction and little comments. I give a lot of comments and people don't usually appreciate it, but I feel I have to because I'm not giving you what you want, so I'll do it ×2 and ×2 again. Kat said these Veste Zanga's videos will be very quickly blocked if the reactors don't put pauses or skips into them, but it was paused a bit more than necessary. Well, that's a fair point. I have found that I paused it quite quick in the video early on too, but that's because I already have an initial reaction to it, so I want to get it out of there. I never had any problems with being blocked, so I'm clearly doing that bit right, but I will admit I could pause a little less for you. And Mark Magniello said, "You talk too much. I lose the vibe of the music, sorry." And I said, "Oh, welcome, Mark, sorry to you. Though I assume people have already watched the performance before watching me." Well, yes, I'm assuming everyone who's watching the reaction of this performance has actually watched it in its original video, beginning to end already, and they're just searching after the fact for other people's thoughts and reactions. And it's just pretty much the same criticism. I talk too much and lose the vibe. I lose the vibe too, but you have to pause it to avoid copyright, and I kind of have to do more talking than usual than a normal reactor because you've lost half of it already. So my main thing is my speech, or if it's a dance sort of track, people I think enjoy my movements. I mean, that's the only thing I can bring, my body and my soul. Wouldn't you to you? My movement is very special to me and very creepy to you. On my first ever Nightwish reaction, Ghost Love Score, first time hearing. Rotting Moose said, reaction channel, wears mask, GG. I'm not certain what GG stands for. It might mean good gosh. It might mean good game. I think we get the gist of the soul, however. Again, I pinned that comment because I thought it was funny. And they didn't say anything to try and attack or try and destroy or make you feel bad. Try to bring you down, which people try to do. And it's quite disheartening to see when they do it. But I can take a good laugh at you, and I can take a good tea. For me. If K forever said, confusion on the face. What is he? No, what's the he? ... I think those dots are stand-ins for LL, HELL. Is that a bad word where he comes from? Question mark, question mark. Again, I thought that was quite amusing. I didn't reply, however. But I like to make people bamboozled. I like to suck their creativity and brew it. I remember this one for sure. I remember Mark Morton's comment. Sorry, guy, in capitals. I never use capitals myself. The mask thing doesn't work, full stop. It's always best to be able to see the expression on the reactor's face for this type of thing. At times it was hard to understand what you are saying in the fake-sounding accent you are using. Then there is the talking over the performance. Instead of absorbing what you are hearing and seeing on the screen, you're thinking about what to you is the next witty comment that you will be spouting out. Wow, not enjoyable at all. Sorry, I have watched all of the previous 90... Oh, I forgot this part, actually. I have watched all of the previous 90 plus Nightwish Ghost Love Scores reactions, even the couple negative one. This is the second one I had to give a thumbs down to. Wow. Let's see what I put. It was 6 months ago. Welcome, Mark. You are very funky. To you! I assure you, if you were to witness my face, you would be horrified, for sure. Extraordinary scenes, for certain. Regardless, I don't think it makes sense to complain about talking when the fact is that I am wearing a mask. If I were to not talk, you would have no facial reaction and no commentary either, which equals 0 reaction for sure. There's great sadness here. And I don't have such witty crimes planned. These are exactly what I am thinking at the time I say them. After watching 90 plus reactions of the same song, one would think by that point a person might be open to something slightly different, but this is not my crime. And he replied, most reactors post a video when they have something lengthy to comment about. Did you see the other comments as I was saying? You are damned if you do and damned if you do not. Because that's what I do these days. I pause the video. But I do get complaints still that too much. Otherwise, they wait until the song is over to make their observations. Yeah, that's a tricky thing to do because I always feel if I wait till the end of the song, I will have forgotten what it was I was going to say at the beginning and during the middle and during certain parts. I think it's more natural to say them when you're thinking them rather than trying to, store it in your mind for the end, for later on. I'm sure many of you will have times when you think you will remember something, so you don't bother to write it down, and then you forget what it was that your idea you had, or whatever it was you were thinking. No, not babble like a noisy brook through the whole thing. See other Nightwish Ghost Love Score reactions for examples of what I am talking about. Why do I need to watch other reactions in order to react myself? Well, I suppose it would be a good way to see what people are watching a lot, but then you're just changing things to please others. There is a balance to be had there also. There's a good thing about it and there's a bad thing about it. But, especially when this was my first ever Nightwish reaction, and it was actually very popular for my standards. Maybe not for other Nightwish reactors, but for my standards, it was a good reaction and it was a good reception. I said when I paused the video, people complained then too, and I did that cool. I can't even do it. The Spock sign. There we are. I'm not sure if there's a specific hand you have to do it with, or if you can do it with both, but... And I can't let the whole thing run without comment, not good for copyright. Besides, you may as well just watch the original video since you don't like people getting in the way. Lolly on leg. But I'm sure if you were there in person, you'd be silent as a lamb. Very tragic. To you! I'm not sure what I was referring to here, silent as a lamb. Maybe I meant if they were doing a reaction themselves. Oh, I think if they... Oh, I think I am saying if they were there live, watching them live in person. I was saying, I'm sure you would be... I was being sarcastic, which isn't a good thing over text, but there you go. Now, these ones were on quite a recent video, just a week ago. My Floor Jansen Beste Zanga 2019 winner reaction, requested by Anne Wakeoff. And I got a comment by CRL Winter, which now says edited. Sorry for expressing myself that way, regards. But originally he had said, WTF is this? Question mark. And things like that, I don't mind. Because, you know, they are just expressing the initial bewilderment, their shock, and their immense pleasure and passion. So I just said, welcome CRL of the century. This is very extraordinary for sure. And a scream face. But funnily enough, I got some backup by Mundo Di Palm, who is a very ardent supporter of my crimes, and she sent him massive paragraphs of blockade for sure, that can be said. Which is quite ironic because I have a much worse comment on the same video by a certain Maurice Kremers, who I felt actually deserved the backing of Mundo Di Palm. I felt a bit sorry for CRL Winter after receiving the talking to by Mundo. I very appreciate you, by the way, Mundo Di Palm. It was very, very courageous, and you stick up for you for sure, and you have a great spirit and a great kindred and a kindness to you, which I do appreciate for sure. She said, hi hater, welcome. Pocha! I really feel very sorry that you do not have the ability to understand what it is. I am so sorry that you are so deep that to feel better you need to dim the brightness of others. I just want to say that perfection does not exist. Unfortunately, as much as we can get it. I also want to congratulate you for your courage to come here without even showing who is to offend others. By the way, she is Portuguese and speaks Spanish and Portuguese, so the translation might be a bit lost, which definitely helps things to me. I want to tell you that it's never too late for anything in life, even to acknowledge our mistakes, starting over, and overcoming things that seem insurmountable. I regret your pain, and I regret the frustrations you suffered and suffer. I regret that you don't have the ability of the Moonshin Reacts to be creative enough to do something different and extraordinary that is unlike anything I've seen on YouTube. If you need help with anything useful, I'm here. to help after all. Each one only offers what they really have, and I have personality bottles and do not support injustices with nobody. Remember that the world is a ball, being it becomes, then nothing never remains. Same today, you offend tomorrow, you make a crop of everything you plant. Is that even what you want from the lives of some years? I really prefer to believe that you are capable of more and deserve more. Can't wait, get well for your spirit. And he replied, poor thing to you. Okay, I'm going to make it short for you. Maybe I don't express myself properly, or maybe when I don't understand what the Moonshin React is doing, I just should have turned the page. Yes! Yes! I wish people like Maurice could take a leaf out of that book. Just turn the page if it's not for you. Why go out of your way to write such demeaning and heartless things for someone as precious as me, who's not doing you harm, I hope. For sure. But your friend has to stop projecting, because everything you say it applies exactly to your answer more than mine. Try to live off that burden of prejudices that you carry inside. For your sake, I wish it. Goodbye and greetings from Argentina. Thank you, the Moonshin React. Your response was funny and convincing. If you want, I delete my comment. That is wrong. I didn't actually need him to delete the comment. It wasn't really offensive. I didn't take any, I wasn't hurt by it. And it wasn't, I think, meant to be demeaning. Unlike, Maurice down here, creamers. Unlike Maurice. They definitely, I'm assuming Maurice is a woman, but I could be wrong. She could be a woman, but, I definitely felt that they needed some words to this effect. But people like that generally don't feel sorry and don't regret such crimes. Amundo replied to them in perfect Portuguese, which I won't get into now, but a big paragraph. And, ha 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 ha, replied CRL Winter. You put me in a good mood, friend. If I understood your point perfectly, despite what was over, that's why I apologize. Very interesting what you say, and I agree. Have a good time. Peace for all, and respect each other. And you see, this is it turned out to be, seemingly a adversary, what's the word? Yes, like they were adversaries, like there was a negative atmosphere, but it turned out very civil and very nice in the end. And I do appreciate that you made the effort to edit your comment, even though I really didn't mind that comment at all. But it just goes to show some words of wisdom and some tolerance is a great seed of truth, and to flower into something great. We can have differences, and we can all be different, and yet we can all admire each other, and yet we can all just be nice. And just be respectful. You can give your opinions in a respectful manner, and then there is no problem unless someone's very sensitive. But we are all different, and we have different paths, and we have different lives, and we have different objectives, and we travel at different speeds. So it is understandable that our brains do not match sometimes. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Same video. How much did you score from the bank robbery? Second person to accuse me of robbing you. How dare you? I replied, I welcome Brian of the century. Not Brian coffee this time that you drink, but coffee that you sneeze. This is also a Brian C. So I have two Brians of the century. But I don't believe I've seen this Brian C again, but I have seen Brian Coffee. He is on my channel quite a lot now. Extremely tasty fruit have I harbored, for sure. Now, this person I did not appreciate commenting at all. I would say this is probably one of my worst comments I've received, and it was only a week ago on my Jansen video. The winner. It's ironic, really, because the song is about uplifting someone. This was on Beste Zanga's Winner. The guy wrote it in dedication to his brother who was stuck in a wheelchair all his life. And it was a great, emotional, moving performance. And it's a song about, you know, despite your setbacks, despite being different, despite things not seemingly being handed to you like you would have hoped, despite you feeling lonely and being in a dark environment in your mind, you are still a winner, and you can still be a winner, and you can still be proud and glorious and true. And then we have a comment by Maurice Creamers who says, "What is the point of you? There is nothing original or functional about you. Looking from the amount of content you have put out in comparison to the number of followers you have, it should be obvious, dude. ... Get a life." And you hurt me. You stabbed me with your cold heart. What is the point now? Well, what is the point now? But I replied, "Welcome, Maurice of Menace. Perhaps you have extremely selective deafness or blindness. But I thought it was clear from the beginning of this video that this was a requested reaction, i.e. somebody wanted to see me do this and proactively asked for the creation of this crime, meaning they watched previous videos of mine and came back to watch another. Extraordinary for sure!" And Maurice replied, "The fact you are explaining the reaction video phenomena is somewhat indicating your misconception of my comment. My comment is about you doing these tubes the way you do them. It is totally ridiculous, and it puts off anybody who is supportive of the artist they are following via these reaction channels. So either you love to annoy or you are just annoying. Either way, you have no function other than self-importance, which obviously you are not. That makes no sense. You are not self-importance. But hey, free speech, even for the simpletons. Rock on, you masked rebel of nothing." Your comment is extremely misplaced. I wasn't describing any phenomena, but rather the fact people come to my videos and request more videos. Guess what? From me! So clearly there are people who are not put off by me. And those people are clearly who my videos are for. I hope that explanation wasn't difficult to grasp. Otherwise, you're essentially whining about a gift that wasn't addressed to you. And basically, the gist of it was, this was a request by Anne Wakeoff, who loves Nightwish, and loves Floor as well, great admirer of Floor. And she wasn't the only one who requested Beste Zangas. There are others who give me lists. I reacted to Henk Port, Beste Zangas, but Floor was definitely, I know her from Nightwish, and this was a request from one of my big supporters, Anne. So this video really was for Anne. I would not have done this video unless someone requested this particular video. This wasn't me chasing, views. This wasn't me chasing subscribers. Anne requested this video before the video was even existed. She told me soon, next week or this Saturday, they're going to do the final. No, wait, that was for the Phantom of the Opera. I also did Beste Zanga, which was the duet between Henk and Floor. But she also told me about this one. This one actually wasn't before it existed. I think this one was after. But the point is, she watched my videos, she subscribed to me, as do other people, and they request. So clearly they like seeing me in some regard. and clearly they're not put off by the artists, as this person claims. Maurice of Menace, clearly, regardless, even if they did hate me, I doubt they'd be put off by the artist by someone reacting to them. I mean, that's a ridiculous notion anyway, but people actually like me plus the artist in one video. I know it is an extraordinary thing that people would want to see me, but clearly people do, whether it's 3,003,000 or just in my case 300. I have people here and I'm grateful for all of you for sure, and it wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't have found these people if it wasn't for you. If people didn't request these videos, a lot of the artists I've come across I would not have ever heard, so it is really an amazing thing, this two-way connection. And it's just a shame when people try to make the experience less than what it should be. They try to dirty the experience, muddy the water of your imagination and your heart. And I actually stopped listening to this guy or girl at this point. I didn't actually read this last comment because I couldn't be bothered. You shouldn't let them affect you too much. It just gets to a point, there's no point continuing to feed the trolls, so to speak, or the ogres. But now I'm going to read the comment that I've never read this because I just ignored it at this point. They said, looking at your enormous following of 300 plus followers, of whom 250 never unfollow, I rest my case. Clearly you have a function for somebody. However questionable these people are. So enjoy your private dress-up party for the fool who tries to understand what you are saying, and the use of emojis is overrated. So clearly that's what I just said. Even if it's just 300, there are people who have stuck by me. There are people willing to be subjected to my torture, and you are very brave, I will put it to you. And I must be hard to understand. Well, I say that, but people seem to be able to get by. People do seem to be able to cope most of the time. I thought people hated when I talk. Now he's saying maybe I should just not say anything in future. But the use of emojis is overrated. Well, I wouldn't use this much emojis, but it's because I'm writing a lot, so they're a good way to get across some exaggerated emotion and sarcasm and greatly misplaced wit of misfortune. But basically they're now ridiculing my subscribers, my glorious angels of darkness and creepy circus clowns. And well, you know, I'm sure I'm not for everyone. I do admit that. But not everyone is for everyone. In fact, probably no one is for everyone. And I always have this thought that if one person likes something, you can probably find 10 people to like the same thing. And if you can find 10 people to like the same thing, you can probably find 100 people who like the same thing. And then you can probably find 1,000 who also like the same thing. And if 1,000, then why not 100,000? And why not 1,000,000? Not everyone likes the same things, but I do feel if I have 300, why not 3 billion? Oh wow, I shouldn't have hit my laptop like that. Now I'm going to be in trouble. Please! Please! I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. No! Stop! Don't hurt me! This pretty new subscriber said to me, "Why are you dressed like that?" Welcome, devoured by Hallyu. I am very extraordinary for sure. Happy Halloween to me! So many possibilities, so many commitments. Work out the equation, and the answer will be you. You aren't a serial killer or something like that, are you? Well, devoured by Haru, shall I devour you to you? Or am I a ballerina? Am I a marmalade or am I marmite? The answers are coming, I hope. The future is unpredictable, but if we just linger a little further, the truth shall be revealed. Ah, we have a comment by Satoshi Hasegawa. Let's hope it's a nice, pleasing comment to my senses, shall we? For those who may not know, translate. Some fool! Tyler Brubaker. Everything about you is so fake. I am real! I am real! I create life. I am a real boy. Oh, this is very appropriate behavior. And wake off, not knowing I was making this video. But it was on the video You Need to Calm Down by Taylor Swift, which is sort of like a video in response to hate comments, or what she views as hate comments to her and to other people in the world, especially online. But on wake off, I think this is a good way to incorporate this comment. I read this from someone talking about rude and nasty comments aimed at the reactors. I think it is so appropriate. Think right, then right. Think right, then right. It is hard on some reactors when they get this kind of comments. We do not know what that person is dealing with in their real life. I am fake, remember? This may add some stress. I believe you can get point across in a nicer way. The problem is when you are not face to face, you can't tell where they are coming from. Mecca for sure. That is why I don't like texting. It causes so much drama. I am done babbling. Take care, my friend. That is very ironic of you, Anne. You don't like texting, yet you babble for sure. I like babble. I like it to you. Brian Coffee. Not the coffee that you drink, but the coffee that you sneeze. Some input from you. I couldn't have said it better myself, Anne. Over the past few months, I've become email pen pals. You are a friend, a pal with a pen friend. I not heard of that before. With one reactor who has gone through a marital breakup and has had her share of health issues. You got issues. You got issues. That is not appropriate. But every time I hear issues, that song comes to my brain. Roll the clip! Some commenters have been pretty callous in the comment section. Even though she's been very open about her issues. You got issues. You got issues. Roll the clip! I told her that some people treat reactors like performing monkeys. Don't I feel like you? Don't I? I actually wish I was more like a monkey. Look, I have to sit in this chair. I feel chained most of the time. I think that's why I'm getting burnt in my toaster. I want to be up and away. But look, I can't do it now because I'm out of the frame. That's the punishment to me. I am encased in this little box for you. His music reactions really for me. Maybe I'll just move into full-out dance videos. Maybe I'll dance to some Bobby metal. Maybe I won't even sit and react anymore unless I'll just put the music on and dance to it. But that takes something away, I feel. And I won't even call it reactions anymore. Then they can't complain that I don't react. But I react more than most people do. And they still complain. Anyway, where are we? I do feel I need to change something up soon, for I am corroding with the nightmare of you. I told her that some people treat reactors like performing monkeys who be left out of their cage and forget that whether they have a shtick or just being themselves, these are folks with the same emotions and problems you or I have or have had. life happens, and sometimes it gets in the way of providing viewers with their musical fix. It's just a damn shame some people can't see past their keyboard and screen. Is that the new phrase, Brian? That's the modern version of some people can't see past the end of their nose. Now it's some people can't see past the keyboards and the screens and their consoles. Why did I pause? I'll edit you. Wise word, Brian! I applaud you, and at least we have some positive vibes in this video. What a great plan! What a phenomenal salvation to me. Brian Coffey, I'm so sorry to hear that. I try to keep people civil, but it is hard. I have called a few of them out. I think that saying should be in bold letters on all reactor channels. Well, all we can do is keep being there for these people and not let people get away with the over-the-top rude and nasty comments. And being there is you for sure. Thank you for all who have shown your crimes and your, what do they call it these days? Support! Thank you for your support. I hope the phrasing is right. I hope the day is ripe. And I hope the lemon is smelly and fresh. There have been lots of people who have shown great commitment, who have shown great unification and extraordinary endurance and patience. And I wouldn't be able to endure if it weren't for those little beacons of hope for me. Hope is a great virtue and a great beacon to guide us through our miserable existence. Good for you. You are like the star in that story with that boy who was born in a barn. And then these three merchants followed the star, a giant star. And they came to the stable, and there was a bubby, and they gave the bubby milk and tea and wine. And cookies! It was either wine or cookies. I think it might have been cookies upon reflection. It would go with the tea. But not the tea of today, where they go, "Oh, I spill the tea!" on your enemies, but the tea that you drink. So, unlike Brian Coffey, he is not the coffee that you drink. He is the coffee that you sneeze. And I sneeze to you, Brian. And I go the way with you, and thank you to me. John Seegers, 1 week ago you said to me, if you take the cloth off your face and your glasses, you will see that it was Flo and you're sitting. I'm not sitting there! How am I sitting there? You look like a guy who is afraid to show his face for some reason. Show your face! You look like a guy. Let me repeat that. You look like a guy who is afraid to show his face for some reason that he doesn't know. Show your face! You look like a guy hiding from the mafia. Show your face! You look like you're hiding from a murderer. Show your face! You look like you're a fugitive of the CIA. They are tracking you. Show your face! You look like you are hiding from a terrorist group. Show your face! You look like you are James Bond undercover. Show your face! Although I can't imagine James Bond hiding this way. It's hard to believe no one realizes he's a secret agent, especially in the modern era, but I digress to me. Show your face and you will get more views. Yes, I know I will. I know I will get more likes. I know I will get more, well, I won't get more money. I'm not making any money. You can donate if you wish. Maybe I'll make a merch store. I thought about that for a long while, but I kind of wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers at least before opening a store. and online like merchandise, T-shirts that say "A welcome" and "You are very creepy to me." I did see someone mention they wanted a T-shirt with that, but I was thinking about it anyway. But it's been a long time, so I might open one anyway. But originally, I just thought 1,000 subs would be a good milestone to announce something like that. But do tell me. I'm assuming if you're watching this far in the video, or if you clicked on this video at all, you are probably more invested than ordinary viewers who just come for the music. I would imagine you would be, or might be interested in some merch one day. I know the music analyst, the Reactor, he recently opened a whole line of different products on this website, so that it looks pretty easy to do. It seems pretty low risk for me, and I could sell things at about minimum £15, I think it was. I think it's a UK website, I'm not sure, but I don't know. Do tell me what you think if you'd like a merch from me. That would be extraordinary. I have so many different ideas for phrases I could put upon. I would need to maybe think about art as well and pictures if I could do that. I don't know. That would need to be high quality or it won't be worth it. But if there's interest, then I would definitely consider sooner rather than later. But, where are we? The reaction was okay. Well, at least it wasn't completely negative. By the way, that was my Henkport Sound of Silence video. You got to remember, this was, I think, the first or second time I'd seen Flo outside of Nightwish. Nightwish, she dresses, and I think she has more makeup on or dark around her eyes or something. But in this Best Day Zanga, she does look quite different. So I had a good hunch it was her in the audience, but I wasn't certain. But, you know. Are you suggesting I've been blind this entire time on my reaction channel? Imagine if I had been blind. Maybe I am, in fact, and, well, you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't know. Maybe I have someone beside me, seeing and whispering the visual entities of this world. Yummy to me. I have my glasses off now, if it's any consolation to you. I hate music-y like this one. React to some rock, like if you agree. Well, it looks like one other person did agree with you, Mr. Maska Gimaj. Devin23 Deadpool, what a name, what a reveal. You hate music like Zakia Hussein, who's running reaction. Sound of the Tabla, live in Kolkata. Well, that's some specific music that you detest. That was your only comment on my channel that I can recall. I'm sure I've reacted to rock since that video, and that comment wasn't a hate to me, but it was a hate to life. So, commiserations for sure. Soul Dreamer. Great name to you. I dream of the soul. No, the soul dreams of... What does the soul dream of? I dream of my soul, and my soul dreams of you. But you told me, first time viewer here, friend. I enjoyed your comments, but way too many interruptions. Leave comments till the end. Yes, songs need attention, and they reward you with magical journeys. I'll give your channel one more chance, then that's it. Well, first of all, this was my first time ever reacting to progressive rock pioneers. Yes, Heart of the Sunrise. And that was requested by my grateful friend, Rayman, the Silencer Man. You are the Silencer Man for sure. So I don't know when the Soul Dreamer subscribed. If he subscribed because of this video, then I didn't really have any intention of doing more yes, reacting to yes, unless someone requested more yes. You know, they're not really a regular on my channel, I just did it because Rayman requested it. So, you'll give me one more chance. Is that one more chance for yes? Or is that one more chance for everything? Because that's quite, not quite specific a dictation, I must say. Yes, it's true. Songs do provide you magical journeys, and ideally, you are not watching a reactor if you're experiencing it for the first time. Ideally, and I mean, I am usually doing these reactions under the impression that either whoever reacted to it or people in general have already listened to the song. Certainly, the person who requested it. So, and if you came for this music, then you probably heard it. If you are a subscriber of me, then you might not have. But you probably have if it is Barbie Metal and you subscribe for Barbie Metal. Then you've heard all their songs, most likely. If you didn't subscribe for that group, then you are here for me, probably. And if you keep watching videos that aren't specific to the group that you came for, then you're probably here for me. Thank you to me, and thank you to me. But, yes, I'm reacting knowing that whoever requested it has heard the song and has experienced the song. But I think also you want me to experience it fully. But if that was to be the case, I wouldn't do it on YouTube, because if I like the song really much, then I listen to it again after the video, of course. Like Ninja Issue Heartless Cat, I've heard that song loads. I've heard Galinaria's Angel of Salvation, love that song. So I went back and rediscovered it beginning to end on my own, without the camera, without the recording. So I do get that chance, but it's part of the package of what YouTube can do, especially in today's year and place, because there's a lot of criticism, there's a lot of channel bans, copyright strikes. I got a copyright strike recently for my first one ever for Maximum the Hormone Alien. They took the video down and I got a strike. You can only get 3 strikes and your channel is terminated forever. So got to be careful. And when I feel like talking, I'm going to talk, because I will forget by the end as well. I know, but I do feel I will agree I should have balance. Maybe not pause quite so much. But in the past I didn't pause at all and people complained. But here we are. Welcome, Soul Dreamer. You are very creepy to me. Well, I've not reacted to Yes before. And it is a long video for sure. So it is always a risk it might get blocked. Better to be safe than sorry. I don't mean to be creepy, just trying to offer helpful advice. Viewers may tolerate a ±3 break in a 10-minute song. Maybe even 6, but a break every 5-10 seconds will scare viewers away, and you won't reach 1,000 subscribers. Well, I reached 333! I just need to do that 3 more times, and I'll be there. I will be there, for sure. I suggest you film out your reaction while listening to the whole song, then make your commentary afterwards. Insert the commentary as breaks in songs during editing to avoid any blocking. That way you can pay attention to songs properly. Some of your commentary is interesting and intelligent, so viewers will want to hear if you can keep it moderate. When I first started doing Barbie Metal, I saw the Reddit, and I saw someone say that they finally decided to watch my video. They decided to put it off when they saw it originally, because they thought it just looked like a fad. It just looked like he's got this weird thing. And he's covering his face and it's going to be terrible. But they actually watched it and they were surprised by what comments I had to share and the insight I gave. So it does seem that at first glance people are put off. But some people, after giving me a chance, actually do appreciate what I have to offer. So I guess that's the first block. And then the second block, yes, I would say too many pauses might put them off, but as I say, these people have seen the video. They heard the music, but I guess it still puts them off anyway, for whatever reason. I've never seen it done that way. Someone not talking all the way through the video, then giving their thoughts at the end, then chopping up their thoughts and inserting it throughout the video afterwards. I haven't seen that done before. I might try it. Well, I might give it a go. I'll see how that comes out, but it is an unusual thought, for sure. But again, it puts off that, there is still that problem that I'll forget things by the end that I wanted to say during it, and I'm forgetting. And then I won't be enjoying it because it will be on my mind. I need to remember this by the end. And then I won't be focused in the music. So it's the same sort of distraction in a way. But interesting idea, claw cover. I wouldn't call that a hate comment, but I put it in a video in the way. We have quite a range of comments here, you know. Unless you are hiding from the mafia, at least show your eyes! Because as we all know, the mafia are the expert. They are highly skilled at detecting the eye of the beholder of the truth and the worth of the universe. You are very stylish in your anonymity. J'adore ta hatred to me! Your crimes to me are beautiful. Menaching! Who is the menaching? Can't give a like when someone comments in disguise. You have no worth unless you have a nose and two eyes and a mouth that you can see. I'm very sorry to me. You talk too much. I lose the vibe of the music. Sorry. You should be sorry to you. Mark van Melay Mielo. Welcome, Mark. Sorry to you. Though I assume people have already watched the performance before watching me. I'm repeating my crimes. Olivia! You're really irritating with that continue talking and stopping the video. You mean what I am required by my profession? Videos will be very quickly blocked if the reactors don't put pauses or skips into them, says Kat. But it was paused a bit more than necessary. None of this life is necessary. None of my hat or my brow or my chimney or my sweepy. Where was I going with this? Ah, yes. I could always not make the video if that quenches your hunger, Father. But I'll bear it in mind when I meet my doom. And that reaction is why you should never do drugs, kids. Welcome, Matt! Extraordinary drugs to you. So under your mask is another mask, I assume. Mana-sama! Are you calling me a gargoyle? Are you calling me Halloween? Are you calling me a stone statue? Or marble, possibly? Or are you calling me a criminal? Ooh, very tasty to me. For my cookie. Kawi says what? What? Welcome, Kawi. What? For sure. Da-da-da. Yeah, you weird sir. Well, thank you for the honor and the knighthood to me, Abang Fernando. Fernando, you are Abba for sure. How much did you score from the bank robbery? You are a masked man. You should be familiar with other masked men, such as this phantom fellow. I am sorry to me. I have lived a very sheltered life, as you can see. We phantoms and disguised and masked men and women and children, we do not venture out into the world so often, unless we are called Zorro. But he is an imposter for sure. It was my idea, mine, to become the cuckoo. Scottman said to me, you should wear a new mask. You can't breathe while with a cloak under your non-existent face. Thank you for that admiration and that experimental revelation and procedural dictation. And I hope you stay with you. I take great pride in my non-existence in this universe. But I will claw my way out bit by bit one day. One day you shall witness the crime of the century. It is coming, my friend, to me. It is coming for sure. Zizzy, you hide the trademark mask with a shawl. Oh yeah, that's because that was pretty soon after I took off my V for Vendetta mask. My anonymous mask. I like that mask. I got death to me. As I was saying, I got that mask for for Happy Halloween, and I wore it pretty much the rest of the year, and well into the next one. It's only recently, the last few months, I've taken off that mask, and I've replaced it with this weird grey thing, which is becoming old to me now. I feel like I should get a new mask soon. Wouldn't you? Good. What the hell? You added a gas mask on your mask, said Matty Carmen. Welcome, Matt, indeed. I have made very extraordinary developments, for sure. That was an experimental piece. I don't know where that is currently. It might be around here somewhere. That black accessory I added. It didn't last very long because I found it hard to breathe whilst I was wearing it. On top of the mask, and in fact Anne said she found it difficult to hear me as well, but that did cause some difficulty, even though I did like the way it looked over the top. Maybe it will be ironic one day. Maybe I will die from the air that I breathe through my skin. What does it look like? What color is my skin? Green, blue, orange or brown? Perhaps yellow or turquoise? You tell me to you. This mask scares me though, says he Chuli Bubble. It keeps making me think of the Saw movies. Hoo hoo. Welcome he Chuli Bubble. This mask is from V for Vendetta. But you gave me good idea. Maybe I should get the Saw mask. Very creepy guy for you. He is my cousin, sister's, uncle's grandfather-in-law. Good, good. Too far from you and too far from me. You see, this is what I meant, Mark. Alright, I finally subscribed. Love that you reacted to Shake That by Bandmaid. And now you made perfect sense of the Bobby Metal performance on Colbert. So, I have gotten over your mask, etc. What is the, etc.? I'm a bit baffled. Rock on. Welcome, Mark. You are very funky to me. Thank you for converting my crimes. I notice you advertise of a masked character also. Very ironic behavior to me. I do wonder who this mysterious figure is, but regardless, thank you to you. It is a fox god mask, of course. Long live Bobby Metal. That was a great blunder on my part for not recognizing it, as I should have. Hata, must be difficult to wear that mask and headband. Press on Nightwish is the best. I forgot that you came for me for Nightwish, Matata. But, that was 7 months ago. I don't think I even realized you were with me that long. But, it is good to have you for sure. Yes, it is difficult, and it's not ideal. It's not what I aspired for, really. I did it because I felt I had to do it. I felt I could not put myself out into the world without hiding my crimes. And it is frustrating, it is sad, and it is demoralizing in the way, because I know I could do better on this channel without it. I know I would be more successful, but it would be more rewarding too for people to see my true form. And because right now, if people are turned off by my crimes, it's not really my crimes, it's the perception. But if people don't like me, if I were to show the true form of me, then at least I can go, well, they didn't work out, they didn't like me. But currently, I can't even say that. Currently, it's more, they don't like the mask, the filter. They don't like the incarceration of my being. And it's not what I want for me, but it's still a great struggle to break free from this prison, from my exile. And if you don't know, you don't know, but if you do, then you do. I could probably explain it further, but I haven't the will nor the way. One day I hope to reveal the true power of the Moonshin crimes. And I feel right now the end is when it becomes you want to reach out, you want to grab it. It feels like trudging along to the light at the end of the tunnel, but it still seems just out of my grasp. What being, what life, what struggles, what crimes, what bounds, what chains keep me from soaring high to the sky? Oh, space, Ivan, one day I will come to me. One day we shall come for all. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy! OMG, this mask creeps me out. I'm trying to love you, sir. Oh, welcome, Joy Tai. Oh, they must have changed their name. Forgive me for my crimes. I appreciate your efforts for sure. And that's what it takes. That reminds me of a song by Michael Jackson. Before you judge me, try hard to love me. So, I appreciate that you tried at least. But I must point out, I don't think I've seen you comment since then, and that was 7 months ago. I don't recognize you. I didn't remember you. But, I do appreciate you to you, for sure. Yorisa told me, I don't think that's a smart idea. The mask is obsolete. Welcome, Yorisuru. You are very funky to you. I will probably remove it at some point if my audience grows large enough. Yes. That was something that I got some stick for by someone who I just saw the comment next. I was hoping, because when I started this channel, I did, for my standards, pretty well. I got to 100 subscribers so quickly, in my estimation. But then it took a long... So I thought I could replicate that success, and I thought, well, I just need to do this 10 times and I'd get to 1,000. But it didn't work so easy, somehow. The first 100 was the easiest, surprisingly. Then it took so slow to get to 200. And then it took even slower to get to 300, I believe. It just was such a slog. And I think it might have been because I was doing a lot of Barbie metal and Bandmate, and I wasn't switching up the bands a lot. I think that might have been the factor of you. I know when I did Nightwish, I got a whole load of new subscribers. And recently, Forestella. And K-pop as well. So when I started changing, adding new people, I got more. In short bursts. But then, it's still quite a struggle to grow now. And compared to when I first started this channel, it was disheartening because you expect if you get to 100 really quickly, 200 will be quicker and 300 quicker than that. But that's not the way that it turned out for me. And I do wonder if I can make it for sure. But as I say, I know I would be better without all of this. But I am not ready right now. I have not the... I don't have the strength to break through that barrier for you. And I know it's a great conflict in me. I know Richard has said about Kiss the band. Once they took off their makeup and their costumes, they were no longer what they used to be. People lost interest in you. But they were a band, not a reaction channel. But, well, you'll see some more explaining next, in my next comment. It is a shame, and I wish that I didn't feel like I had to start off this way, or continue this way for this long, but maybe I will have like a vote soon enough, so you can decide for me. Ciela Bacon! Your character was creepy, but I watched the whole video anyways. Welcome, Celia. Thank you for watching my crimes. This was a great experience for sure. But I wouldn't watch another one with that character in play. He doesn't sound genuine and he's really outdated. The movie wasn't even that good. She's referring to V for Vendetta. He's really outdated, while you are outdated to you. V will last the test of time. How can we be outdated? Remember the 5th of November. The gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Wouldn't you? Ha ha ha, fair enough to you, but don't be a meanie to my movie. You tell them, Munchin, you tell them. That movie was horrible. To this day, I'm still confused about the whole thing, and I can't even remember what happened at the end. Well, the end was the only end that could be. I just remember that Hugo Weaving was hiding under that creepy mask, and Natalie Portman's acting was a snooze fest. Maybe next time they make a remake of that movie, I should audition for V. Then you will not be bored, I assure thee. Uh-oh. This is my country! I didn't realize you were around this long either, 7 months. Thank you for this interesting reaction. Well, Mask On is something different, but anyway, this can do this way as well. You see, very open-minded. Have a lucky sticker to you, and a lucky bathroom for sure. Rotting Moose, reaction channel, where's Mask GG? What is a GG? Does that stand for good game by any chance? Welcome, Rotting Moose. I realize this is very extraordinary for sure. Thank you for your crimes. Against the Huku, big, brutal Bass Bear. Great name, Bass Bear. Your mask is so creepy to me. But thank you for the compliment. Good job on you. Here I sit being entertained by a dude in a creepy Guy Fawkes mask as he reacts to a group of pretty Japanese laddies in maid costumes while they are laying down some kick-ass rock and roll. Ain't the internet's wonderful? They are for sure. It seems some people agree with you. It is not usual I see 10 likes in my family, but that is good for sure. Thank you, John, to you. You are very thanky to me. Richard Townsend, legendary to me. 8 months! Has it been that long since you joined? Wow, how time flies to me! These aren't really comments. I hate comments, some of these comments. But I recognize some people, so I'm adding them to my crimes. I was sad that I could not hear all your criminal musings during the video. That's when I was using OBS, so sometimes the music was way louder than my voice. I can't use OBS now. Number one, my laptop just lags if I use it. So I want good quality without the lag. And number two, my mic input some reason has stopped working. And I don't know why that is. Probably something terrible with my laptop. That's all I can assume to me. It was working a couple of weeks ago, but not now for sure. But somehow you are still able to convey your love of the band even through the mask. Very creepy to me! I must note that I don't find that a criticism or a hatred of you. But I put it in here for a little bit of contrast and sneaky variety. Let's get back to some hatred for sure. Big Ragu! I'm definitely in the minority here, but the novelty of the accent... Why is my accent a novelty? That is called racism to me. And Mask wears off about a minute. As much as I love Bobby Metal and watching reactors, just... no. But good luck. So there was some sun in the Black Lake for you. Welcome, Big Ragu. You are very, very extraordinary to you. Perhaps one day I will take off the mask and you will witness my crimes, for sure. That day has yet to come. It has yet to come. But I have a sniff of hope on the winds of my bedroom, so my cave is smiling, my shoes are sleeping, and my nose is weeping for me. You do you to you. Where are we at? Where are we at? You're funny and creepy with that mask, haha. Thank you, Sana Olacion. Jeff Schriffel, a weird person reacting to a weird band. Haha, I love it. He's hoping both you and Bobby Metal always stay weird. Use conflicting perspectives, it seems. Welcome, Jeff. Thank you for your crimes. A very, entertaining kind of weird indeed. Somehow I expect him to take off the mask someday and look exactly the same underneath. Again, that's when I was wearing the Guy Fawkes. Maybe I'll wear the Guy Fawkes over here, see if I survive the avalanche. P.S. Your mask would look better with the hanger hole cut off the top, unless you like the effect. P.P.S. I am really loving your reactions. Wish your mic volume was higher in this one. That is a valid criticism. In terms of the hanger hole that I had, the reason why I kept it was because I thought it helped keep my hat on my head. But I did say I would remove it. I guess I just never... This is a joke, right? A reaction channel with a guy with a mask, so you could not see his reactions, and overall, you barely can understand what the hell he's saying! Did you think long before came up with this brilliant idea? Lol lol, says Moss. I don't get it for sure. Thanks for the encouragement. That voice with that mask is a Buina combo! Haha! Effin Missy, effin Dusso, effin Data, effin Dicky. Oh, is it a reaction if we can't see your face? Must be difficult to wear that mask and headband. Press on for you. Well, I would say it provides much protection. When I had the hard V mask, very good for hitting on my table and my kitchen sink and my toilet. Scary how much your voice suits that mask. Ha ha ha. My voice is very extraordinary for you. Ariel Noob 43. I would watch your vids, but hate, and I mean hate, the mask thing ruins the reactions. That is your right to run. What is the one? Your right to reject, I suppose. I must point out that if I didn't have the mask, I wouldn't have made the channel in the first place. That's something that's very significant, I think. I wish I had the will and the power to make videos from the beginning without feeling the need to veil myself. But that is not the way my journey went, unfortunately. But maybe it will unravel and become quite fruitful for you if I play my card with a mean eye and a grip for detail unlike any flower in the southern seas. The mountains are humming and I am running for sure. Guy, your reaction's so weird. I like that. Your comment about the video so different than other YouTuber. I think you must be more pay attention so you do not miss many parts like you do in this video. Maybe that because you want to keep your character as Guy Fawkes. I haven't been Guy Fawkes for quite a while now, but this was 5 months ago. See, I think people do appreciate some of my comments I make. But some people just can't get past the ridicule and the controversy. Maybe I will balance out the chimes. Snarky Tart tells me, if you make reaction videos sometime in the future without the gimmicks, I will probably return. Otherwise, not a fan of the chicanery. I'm not sure what that is, but that's just me. Maybe others will enjoy it more. Anon, bonne chance à vous, Monsieur Fawkes. Welcome, Snarky Tarty. You are a tart for sure. You are very snarky to me. Had to look up the meaning of chicanery for sure. Well, I've forgotten it 7 months later. I assure you I have never witnessed this performance in my life before now. I'm very new to Dimash. Only 2 other performances from him have I ever seen that I've also reacted to, and that is all, but I cannot wait for more. It seemed like the Dimash crowd didn't like me very much. Wait, let me search chicanery. The use of deception or subterfuge to achieve one's purpose. Ah, that's why I said, I assure you, this is the first I haven't reacted to Dimash, well, only those 2 times before. But the Dimash crowd, I really didn't get as much audience engagement as I was hoping for. And I got a lot of dislikes on those videos, more than I thought I would. I found that the Japanese are much more open to creepy ideas, to interesting thoughts, and to wacky times. Whereas the rest of the world, it's likely they're going to criticize. But the Japanese reactions, they usually don't say anything about the way I do my videos. They're quite open, it seems, to me. I'm not sure if they're all Japanese people, but maybe it's also the type of people who appreciate Japanese, because the Japanese music, the Japanese bands like Bobby Metal, Bandmate, they're quite unique, quite different, not conventional for the Western mind. So either it's the Japanese themselves who are quite open, or it's also the people who appreciate the Japanese culture who are more open to me also. And I like it. We are a quirky group, and we need a place to survive. Wouldn't you? VMA, 8 months ago. I don't think you enjoyed the song. Well, at least not fully enjoyed 100% of that song, right? Well, listening to a song first time, you're not going to enjoy it 100%. You need to go back and, if you liked what you heard, and re-taste the flavors fully in your own time, and your own space, and your own bowl. I mean, how could you feel the song when you're constantly talking during hearing the song? Well, maybe Bandmate shouldn't give me so much to talk about. That would be useful for sure. I watched another reaction channel react to the song. He seems more focused compared to you. Well, I do have a problem focusing, I admit to me. He listening to the whole song without talking. That's the way. That's the life! And he got the amazing feels at the end. Just little suggestions, better you pause the video. I paused the video now and people still hate me. Oh well. A welcome VMA record. I did enjoy the performance. I actually would prefer to pause the video, but when I've done that in the past, people have complained then too, and say they like it to run through. Also, I am also curious about the video being potentially blocked, in which case I would have to mute the video and do link and sync. But if I'm pausing the video repeatedly, then that complicates things. But another thing is that, as my face is covered, it makes sense that my channel would have more talking in order to compensate for the lack of facial reaction. Otherwise it would be no face and no voice, lolly on leg, so not much of a reaction left. People might as well just watch the original video in that case, but it makes it difficult to balance focusing on the song fully or talking over it. The fact they sing in another language is also a factor, because otherwise I would be trying to understand the meaning of what they're saying too. But since I don't understand, allegedly, it is easier to lose focus. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you have socks stuck on your face. Reaction with no face. Ha ha ha. Make fun of the disabled guy. Make fun of you, won't you? I want to see your face, says Exuno-sama. Well, maybe I want to see it too. Maybe I do too. Ah! My cast is not broken! Free me to me. Motiri believes I am actually a woman. Rebecca, the vocal athlete. Whoever you are, I don't know who that is, but I would say that. Wouldn't I? To you! Japanese, says Min Min. Welcome, Min Min. My identity for now is strictly anonymous, which is very fitting with my mask I used to have. If I grow my audience big enough, I shall eventually reveal my identity and my crime shall be uncovered. 7 months ago, sadly, I haven't grown that much. If I had, I would have revealed. Well, would I? Would I, or would I have broken my promise? You will never know. For now. For now. I feel something is coming. Something must save me from me. Something must... Where is my angel of salvation? In the words of Garnerius. So please let me hear your voice. The angel of salvation. Wonder if she talks to me and holds my body certainly. Searching for my angel. I know I must believe I'm not wrong. Wanna hear her voice with no hesitation. Just can't hear her voice. Searching for my angel. I know, I'm sure now I'm not wrong. Wanna hear her voice with no hesitation. Still can't hear her voice. Oh, please let me hear your voice, the angel of salvation. Wonder if she talks to me and holds my body certainly. So please let me hear your voice, the angel of salvation. Wonder if she takes on me. Wonder if she gives her love to me. Alright for me. This comment I've actually always remembered, and I specifically went to look for it. But I could not find it, which was baffling, but I did actually take screenshots back then because I wanted to talk about my impressions with my great Moonshin friend Matilda, so I managed to find it on the Instagram that I sent to her at the time. To talk and to vomit such feelings of animosity and struggle and incarceration and topics of freedom and creative indulgence and passion. And what is the feeling of the nation of you? But I can read it now. This is a comment by Ken Manley on my Nightwish Nemo video, I think 7 months ago. Dude, you need to get rid of the mask. People want to see your reactions on your face, which is impossible if you have it hidden. That is why you are not getting many subs or many views. This whole thing about give me subs and I will show you who I am is not working and will not work. Well, I disagree, because if I was trying to do that, if I promoted that in every video, that would accumulate some progress. But that is not what I was doing, or still do in fact. You have tried it for a while. No, I did not really. This way, and you can see where it's getting you. Show us who you really are and how you really feel by letting us see your face. People are very anti-covering your face in the Western world, I have noticed of late. Laws are changing. The crowd, the mob, the angry mob is coming for you, it would seem. However, I said, welcome Ken, I don't need to do anything. People are still requesting and I am still reacting. That is true even 7 months later. I mean, and even now I can barely keep up. So imagine if I had all the subs and all the views. I would never catch up for sure. But to be honest, I would rather I wasn't able to catch up because I had a million requests. But you know, the smaller size does have its advantages. It has a better sense of community and I get to know people a bit better. Like smaller classrooms, you know, that is ideal. But of course for me, the aim is of course to grow. But I feel growing slowly. You know, you can greet people individually as they join you, and you are familiar with the faces that appreciate your crimes. But at the same time, you know, part of you does long for the epic growth, big giant growth spurts in a week or millions of views. But this is the journey, and this is the path for you, and this is what has unfolded for me so far. People are still reacting. I'm still reacting, very much in demand. What whole thing? I don't dictate that people should sub for the purpose of a face reveal. I only mention that when people ask for it, which is actually very infrequently. And even then I don't promise anything. Extraordinary behavior for sure. He said, have it your way, so be it. By the way, a while ago you did promise to reveal who you are if you got enough subs. Maybe you have given up on that angle since then, but you did say it back when. Well, it's not really a matter of giving up on that angle. If I did have enough, or like even, I wasn't going to do a face reveal at, you know, 100 subscribers. I mean, it just sounds a bit pathetic, a little bit of a wasted occasion if I were to do it so soon. I don't know how many, I don't remember how many I had 7 months ago, but I have 333 now, or 34 now. Back then I probably had less than 200, maybe 200, but I don't remember. Just in my mind I was thinking at least 1,000, at least 1,000,000. Well, you know what I mean. Something, a worthwhile milestone, you know, not 100 or 150 or 160 or 200. Because my mindset was really, if 100 people can subscribe, if 100 people like what I do, then surely another 100 I can find somewhere, and another 100 I can find somewhere, and I can get to 1,000 soon enough. I mean, you got to remember, I said this before, I got to 100 subscribers so quickly on this channel, very quickly, and that was quite surprising for me. I wasn't comparing it to other channels, I was comparing it to what I had achieved so far on my other channel that I had before this one. I got the progress I've made here is just miles and miles and an atomic bomb away from what I achieved on the other one in terms of watch time, in terms of views, and in terms of regular people coming along and people commenting and the engagement. And it was quite overwhelming at the beginning when I first did my Barbie Metal and my 1OK Rock. You know, it actually put me off wanting to record the next Barbie Metal video because I felt more pressure than I'd ever felt before. All of these people requesting the next video and waiting for the next video and eager to watch the next reaction, and I'd never really felt like that before. It was quite a lot of pressure. I might have even taken a few days off before I got the will to actually record it because I got a sense that I didn't want to disappoint for maybe the first time, you know. I felt a bit like J.K. Rowling before putting out the next Harry Potter. I never had been so popular as those videos. And, wait, where am I? So to me, I thought, well, this is so crazy. I've never seen a firework like this before, being propelled. So I thought I would get to 1,000 pretty quickly, judging by the progress I had made so fast. But after the 100, it seemed to slow down. And, you know, it was a struggle, and I have been grinding, nonetheless. One last thought, he said. While other reactor channels are getting thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, and even over 1 million views, and thousands of subs, you struggle many times to get into triple digits in views, and have very few subs. There has to be a reason. I tried to help. You figure it out. Well, Ken. Again, first of all, I wasn't comparing myself to other ones, really. To me, I had never got that many views. To me, I had never got that many subs just in a short period of time like that. And so many requests. That was totally new to my realm. So, that was quite a pressure as it was. Can't imagine having a million at once, even though, like I said, it would be very dreamy to me. Let's see what I put first. Let me see. I didn't deny that I said something like that. The point is I only say it when people come and comment demanding that I remove it. I don't center my channel around it. Subscribe and I'll show you my face. That is what I was referring to. And my angle is actually the same, that I'm probably not going to unless I hit a significant milestone. But it was never a promise, plus it's just an easy way to get people to stop bugging me about it and demanding an explanation, if I can just say that I might do it at X number of subscribers. I don't think I've ever said anything like, subscribe to me if you want a face reveal in any of my actual videos. I'm not trying to use the face reveal incentive to grow. Otherwise, I would be saying it in all my videos, and I don't recall saying it in any of my reactions. Also, I didn't wake up one day with the bright idea of wanting to make a reaction channel whilst wearing a mask. I already had a channel with my costume, but it was all over the place with bits of everything, and I wanted to separate the content by creating a gaming channel, which I've pretty much abandoned at this point. I have my PlayStation right here, but where I am, I can't live stream very well. Well, at all, because the internet's not good like it is, and I don't have a wide connection in this room for the cable. My review channel was pretty much abandoned because, I don't know, I tried so many times to record reviews of series and episodes, and I didn't get very far. I always wanted to review movies, I think even before I made my first channel, and I just didn't really... Somehow it didn't happen. I made, I think, 2 full movie reviews at this point. King Kong and Superman, the original one. King Kong, Skull Island. But, like I said, the success of this channel, I deemed it a success, and that's why my priorities went onto this channel, because originally I was just doing bits of gaming, couple of reactions here and there. You know, I was doing reviews of comics here and there, couple of episode reviews here and there of Doctor Who. You know, live streams. It was just a big jumble. And I kept hearing from YouTube gurus that the best way to grow was to be specific and grow a niche. And so that's why I separated the content: a reaction channel, gaming channel, and a review channel. But the reaction channel was where I was getting the views. The reaction channel was where I was growing the subs. And so that's why this became sort of my main upload area. And so it's like getting stuck in the mud, but very tasty mud, because this is where I found my success. And yet it's not quite the right place for me, because everyone keeps complaining about the face. And yes, I agree that it's not ideal, but you got to realize I had the channel before the reaction. I never wanted to be a reaction channel, specifically. But now it's just turned out that way, because that's where I've gotten the views. But now I'm chastised at the same time by the fact that it's not an ideal situation. So it's ironic in that way. The place where my act works the least is the place where I get the most views. So, you know, it's a contradiction, but it's the reality, and that's why it's difficult to me. Also, oh yes, I already had the channel with my costume, but it was all over the place. Separate content by creating all of these different channels. And he said, hey, it doesn't really matter to me. It's your channel, do whatever you want. Just trying to help. Well, if it doesn't matter, then why did you bother me with all of that? But, you know, I get what he was saying, but it's sort of the way you say things. And it's also the fact, like, he was acting like I didn't know that I would get more. Like, I know that if I took off this, I would get more views and more subs, probably. The problem is, it's not whether he's right or wrong. It's about whether I feel comfortable doing that currently and in the past. You know, at this point, I've had this channel, I think, 9 months. And I've done a lot of talking. More talking than ever in my life, I'd say. So I've really gotten used to being comfortable in front of the camera as I am currently. I can't say it would be the same if I took off everything. If I took this off, I can't say things would be the same. And for a lot of people, that would attract people, I'm sure. But it's not about that. There are people who wouldn't want me to change. People who have gotten to know my crimes over the last months and months and months. And in some cases years. Couple of years I've been on YouTube with my other channel, Matilda Artsy Scenario. You guys know you for sure. It's more about there are other factors at work. It's about the confidence. It's about the anxiety of you and whether it would still work. Like, I would dream, it is my dream that I didn't have to have any of this. That is not what I want, really, but it's something I felt I had to do. It's what I felt comfortable doing. If I hadn't have had this, I wouldn't have made a channel in the first place, which is what people need to realize. And it just so happened that the reaction channel was the place I was getting the views and became my most popular out of the gaming and the review channel and my main channel. That's not my fault that people watch these videos. But I know I could do better. It's just a mental battle. There is an inner conflict that I would need to get through. An inner war. And as time has gone on, I've become more and more of the thought that I do need to break free soon. Or something needs to change. Every time I make a video, it is quite draining, I feel, as time has gone on. As time has delivered me to ever closer to my doom, I get the greater and greater urge to just rip this off and do you to you. But something still stops me, which I cannot speak yet. Maybe it would work. Maybe it would be brilliant. And it will be scary for you, and it will be terrifying for you to witness my true form. But there are. It's complicated for sure. But I have become more confident at talking, at least, and I feel that would very much translate into an unmasked Moonshin. But at the same time, there is much fear to me, to you, for sure. And the ideal time would have been this last year to do it. But it's been the journey. It's all about the journey. It's very easy to go at the beginning. I should have just done a reaction video without anything. Well, not without anything. That would be nudity to me. But without my veil of criminality and crime. Oh wait, that's the same thing. And rhyme. But that's not how the journey goes. It's very easy to say that. Oh, I should have just done this from the beginning. When the reality is, it's been the journey that has led me to that realization that I should have just done something at the beginning. If I hadn't gone through the months and the years as I am, I would not have come to this realization. I would not have made a channel to begin with. And so I wouldn't now be sitting here seriously contemplating the future of me. And I hope it is a bright future. I hope it is a hopeful one to you. And I hope you do appreciate and admire and adore whatever comes my way to you. There are forces in this world which are not so simple, which are not so bright. And it is always a constant battle to try to reach some settlement, to try to reach some peace of mind and some inner dwelling which you reside. I hope you all sleep comfortably. I hope we can dream of greater things, and I hope you stay with you. Tell me your thoughts, show me your crimes, and remember the 5th of November. Wouldn't you? Ah! This form gave me freedom, but now it is my bane. It is true. I no longer feel free in this form. But will I have the strength to break through these confines, these bounds? Do I have the will? Do I have the commitment? Do I have the fearless virtue, the courage it would take to strive forward? To break that boulder of ruin and rise as the phoenix anew. Rise from the ashes of my madness and show you something terribly ancient and ever more powerful than you could ever have dreamed. It would be a great risk. It might come at a cost, but the results in the end might be extraordinary to me. I owe much to my prison. Before, it was a Garden of Eden, and now it is a cell that consumes me, a darkness that frightens away the endurance and the hope of me. I desperately want to break free, but there are forces against me. There are powers you do not know. There is struggle that I have witnessed that you are not accustomed to me. Shall I break my bonds, or shall the bonds break me? I feel like my mask is the ring of power. At first it is marvelous. The appeal is overwhelming, and that first initial pumping of power is glorious, and it propels you for more and more. But as time goes on, you feel it. The mask grows heavy and heavier on your soul and your movement. It changes your crimes, your perception. It is not you to you, for sure. It strips something away and it replaces it with something that was not there before. This was my freedom! This was my power! And now it is my negligence. Now it is my crutch! What shall I become? What shall I evolve? What should I conquer? Ah! Can it be done? Or is it too late for me? You tell me. To you! Yeah, yo.